Okay, sit on me now. Sit on me. Okay. Hey. Okay, now put your arms out. You can sit on me. Look.
You crying? Why you sad? I love you, but you can't marry me. I'm your mom. Pooh. Pop, you really crying? Oh my God. Pooh, you don't understand what marriage is, so you're getting confused. What? How I break your heart? Pooh, I'm your mom. You can't marry your mom. You're gonna get older and you're gonna have your own family. You're gonna marry somebody. You're gonna have a nice girlfriend, and then you're gonna marry her, right? Right, Pootie?
But I love you the most in the whole wide world.
And I love you more, but you can't marry me. I'm your mom.
You're breaking my heart even more.
Pooh, you don't understand marriage, okay? I'm gonna have your grandma explain it to you, okay?
But you squeaking my heart like a lot.
Cause you're my son. People don't marry mommies and kids, and people don't marry their kids.
Good evening, everybody. We begin with the latest on a Flint murder from Friday. The two men you're looking at here still at large tonight. Police actively searching for them. 23-year-old Ramonier Trayvon Bishop on the left, 44-year-old Larry Edward Teague Jr. on the right. Both wanted on first-degree premeditated murder, among other charges. They could face life in prison. They are accused, along with a third person, of killing a Family Dollar security guard in Flint over that store's requirement for customers to wear face masks. Mid-Michigan Now's Alicia Bergio is live outside that Family Dollar tonight. Alicia, this story is heartbreaking on several levels. What do we know at this point?
Yes, it really is, Mike. Now, Prosecutor Layton says those two suspects, 23-year-old Ramon Bishop and 44-year-old Larry Teague, are still on the loose and are considered armed and dangerous. That third female suspect is in custody and is so far cooperating, according to Prosecutor Layton. Now, Layton says on Friday the female suspect went to Family Dollar with her daughter. The female suspect got into an argument with the security guard, Kelvin Munnerlin, over her daughter not wearing a mask. The suspect was forced to leave and later came back with her son, Bishop, and husband, Teague. According to investigators, the men went into the store and argued with Munnerlin over disrespecting their wife and mother. Police say the argument escalated, and that's when investigators say Bishop pulled out a gun, shot Munnerlin in the head, and took off. Munnerlin later died in the hospital.
Based on this, we believe we have probable cause for all the crimes charged today against the named suspects. As in any criminal case, the accused individuals are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Each suspect is charged with first-degree premeditated murder, felony firearm, along with several other charges. Layton says he's confident Michigan State Police will track down both Teague and Bishop. He says the death of Munnerlin is a huge loss for this community. For now, live in Flint, Alicia Bergio, Mid-Michigan Now.
All right, Alicia, thank you for the live report there. Governor Gretchen Whitmer is sending her condolences to Munnerlin's family tonight. Asked about the shooting during her coronavirus briefing this afternoon, she expressed great disappointment.
It's really important that as people go into stores,
They think about all the people that are in there that are putting their lives on the line to keep serving us. And so I send my condolences to the family of the security guard, and I ask that all Michiganders do the right thing, keep their wits about them, and take actions to protect themselves and others in this incredibly stressful time that we're all navigating together.
Yo, 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 yo. To Thinking Man's Templar, the place where we say one red pill life far outweighs a billion trillion blue pill lives, and where the soldiers can come in from the war, remove their armor, drop their swords, and have conversations with like-minded men. And indeed, gentlemen, I'm at your service. Patreon exclusive. I hope all is well with you, brothers. I hope everybody's taken care of and everybody's moving in the right direction as far as preparation for the coming months and things down the line, and getting yourself free. All right? Now, I'm on the road heading up to Utah, which is off lockdown, surprisingly, for those who don't know. My dispatch was on lockdown for all of 2 weeks at the most. And then the whole state got off lockdown, just like that. And when I asked, I said, you guys on lockdown still? He said, nah, we're open. I said, wow. So that lets you know this shit is very political at this point. And you gotta think red states are gonna begin to open up as blue states stay on lockdown, because here's the theory. Keep people locked down and starving and broke. Come November, they'll be begging for a Democrat to be president, because they'll be wanting the first person who talks about giving away free shit, and they'll be begging. They don't give a fuck if a damn chimpanzee is up there going against Trump. They don't give a fuck. As long as they're talking about stimulus this and free money, oh yeah, they're going to be voting. So understand, if you live in a blue state like New York, New Jersey, where things are getting pretty brutal, California, you know, please be prepared that you're going to have to figure out how long this is going to go on, while other places are slowly coming back to normal. All right? Just something to think about. Now, today's subject is about black women getting black men killed by proxy of their simp worshipers, followers, whatever you want to call them. There's a story, a news story, and I'll try to get the clip at the beginning, of a dollar store security guard who basically was there, like they're doing in most places, enforcing that you wear a mask when you walk in the store, right? Now, of course, he speaks to the black woman, and you know that they hate black male authority, so she tells the black man he can't make her put on a mask, right? Because, you know, who are you to tell a black woman what to do? You know, even though you have a uniform, even if you're a police officer in some cases. If you're a black man in that uniform, she doesn't give you any respect. So anyway, he tells her to put on a mask. An ensuing argument takes place, where it's even documented that she spit on the security guard, right? Security guard tells her she can't leave, she has to leave, lets the other employees know not to service her. Now, of course, when you go against the Queen of Death, the first thing she's going to tell you is, I got somebody for your ass. Wait till I come back. And, of course, she did. She had her son and her simp husband. Of course, the son isn't his. He's just laying up with some old, dirty-ass scraggle for a place to live with her son. And they both come back. And after an ensuing argument with the security guard, they end up shooting him in the back of the head in the doorway, where he later succumbed to his injuries and dies in the hospital. All because a black motherfucking succubi told them probably a lie and exaggerated the story enough to get these simps to come on a kill order to exterminate this man for disrespecting their fucking overlord. And this is what I want you black men to understand. If a black woman ever, and I mean ever, in a situation makes a threat to where she says she's gonna get somebody on you because you disrespected her, you best believe that that shit is real. Or at least take it as real and be prepared to kill or be killed. Because you know the average motherfucking succubi got a long list of killers and drug dealers that she been fucking throughout her life. That she's been fucking throughout her life. That if she gives them the right story and she sutures it up good enough, that they'll be ready to fucking kill your ass in the name of this fucking succubi. You understand? She'll have the magic powers to get a man to throw his whole fucking life away because she had an argument. You understand? This is what you gotta understand. She can get you fucking murdered. And don't ever take it lightly. I don't know what demonic spell she has over these simps, but I know countless stories of black men who have murdered black men because a black bitch told them to. A black bitch hyped him up and said he did this or did that. Or he didn't do anything. He just didn't do what she wanted. Countless stories. Endless amounts of men sitting in prison for murdering because their girlfriend told her brother or her cousin or her boyfriend or her ex-boyfriend or her father or whoever to go out and defend her honor when she has no honor. And now he's sitting in jail or going on death row while she's out still committing the same atrocities and birthing her death spawn. You understand? This is what they have been doing for decades. Decades. Telling lies, getting men destroyed. This is what she's been doing for, man. I remember one time personally, when I got into it with one of these fucking demons in school, and she told me, I'm gonna tell my brother. They've been doing that shit since you was kids. I'm gonna tell my simp ass, maggle ass brother to come see you. And I end up having to fucking fight this nigga. He came ready to fight as if I disrespected him personally. And I don't even remember what the argument was about. But it wasn't nothing serious. But she felt wrong because you know your black ass ain't never supposed to be talking back to your fucking master. So now you gotta be punished by her fucking simp brigade to come enforce her law. That she is the all-dominant, all-seeing, and she should never be disrespected or off with your head. You understand? This is your motherfucking queen, Jack. And I tell you, brothers, in any situation, if you're ever in a situation where you are being threatened by a succubi to do anything, or if she has someone ready, man, you better believe it. Don't take it as light. Don't sit there and be like whatever, and then these motherfuckers show up ready to kill your ass, ready to jump your ass, ready to stab you. These motherfuckers don't have, they're like drones. Once she puts that program, it's like the MK Ultra. They automatically go into action like Jason Bourne or some shit. As soon as they get that trigger word. You understand? And she has enough soldiers. That's probably why she only fucks killers and drug dealers. So she can have enough simp soldiers to carry out her kill orders whenever she needs them. Because again, as I said in previous videos, these young black girls are taught the ins and outs of being a succubi young and early. So they understand their power early. You know how many beefs, how many houses have been shot up, how many clubs, how many people, because a succubi was upset and she told her boyfriend or whoever, she knows that she could get this done. And if they don't do it, she'll shame them into doing it. Because you ain't a real nigga if you ain't ready to kill for a black woman. You ain't ready to kill for one of these fucking demons. I want you brothers to really understand what I'm saying. There's another story that if I can find the clip, it's pretty old. But, I mean, how many stories you could fucking think of? That a woman was on the bus, right? And whatever happened, she started mouthing off at the bus stop, bus driver, and he kicks her off the bus. He said, yo, you know what, get the fuck off the bus. You know what I mean? And she hits him, and the bus is on break or whatever case, whatever the situation is. She hits him with the I'll be back, your ass gonna pay, etc., etc. How come this succubi was able to go and get two young men to come back and shoot up the bus with machine guns with people on it? You understand? That's why they don't mind these killers, man. That's why they raise these motherfuckers. Because they know if they're ever disrespected, they could call on their very own sons to come and murder for them. I don't think y'all understand how wicked a lot of these succubi are at the root of their evil. See, they don't carry it out, but they're the most violent people in the hood. The black man is just a proxy of her. He's violent because she taught him how to be violent. You can see all these videos of them fighting and jumping people and beating up people in the craziest fucking environments, places, schools, wherever, it don't matter. And I'm talking about full out brawls where it's 15, 20 girls fighting. They getting hit by cars. Using cars to kill because they in their feelings. Somebody got to die. That's why I tell you, brothers, if you ever in a situation where a fucking succubi tells you she gonna get somebody on your ass, you better be strapped up and ready to blow somebody the fuck away, because that's what they coming to do to your ass. What's that other story where the black woman got into it with the white guy in front of the store? Remember that story where the black dude was parked somewhere or something? He went in the store and they was in a handicap spot, and the white guy gets mad, right? He says, why the fuck you in a handicap spot? The black bitch in the car get out, start talking shit, you know, as she always do. She get out, start talking shit. The black dude come out the store to see her arguing with the white guy. He start bucking up on the white guy. Now they arguing because he got to follow the lead of his fucking master like a fucking dog. And then he gets into it, pushes the white guy down. White guy pulls out and shoots his ass. Shoots him in the chest, kills him, all for defending his fucking God. You understand? How many motherfucking black men blood is on her hands by proxy of another black man? You see this shit all the time. How many beefs in the hood were started over a fucking whore? You understand? And these fucking simps don't, they so fucking intimidated by her that they won't confront her when she does wrong. She could go out and fuck somebody and you won't come to her, but you'll go out and kill who she fucked. But you won't say nothing to her and end up staying with the bitch and loving her happily ever after, even though she fucking other people. You'll kill the other dude before you confront the broad. That's this motherfucking simp, man. He is not your friend. He is your enemy. He is not to be trusted. He is not to be associated with. I don't give a fuck if he's your homeboy. If you go over your homeboy crib and he got a girl and he's a fucking simp and he worships her, best believe you better get the fuck out of there. Because the minute she wants to cause some disarray, she gonna say you did something, or you looked at her funny, or you said something to her, or she think you like her, or she said you tried to come at her, or tried to get some ass when he wasn't looking, and your simp ass friend is either gonna be ready to fight, or he gonna take her side, or even worse, he gonna be ready to kill you, bro. You can't be around these motherfuckers. These black bitches got an army of simps ready to do their bidding. Like the Nutcracker, the fucking army of wooden, brainless drones that are like, I told you, MK Ultra, she give them the fucking command, they're ready to kill everybody and everything. You understand? This is a warning to you. This is a warning. Like, never take the threats of a fucking demon succubi lightly. Never, 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 never. You understand? Because she gonna overdo it. You might even get into an argument with her. You have to die because of that argument. You understand? Even though she might have disrespected you way more, like the security guard, she done spit on you, she done did all this shit, and you still gotta die. A lot of these motherfuckers evil, dog. I'm talking about evil at its core. I'm talking about old, ancient evil, biblical type evil. You understand? Something removed of this time, born out of time type evil. Something that you will only read of in some medieval story or fucking Bible or religious book. I'm talking about that type of wickedness resides in the hearts of a lot of these motherfuckers. You understand? That's what happened when whores raise a generation of boys. I'm talking about straight whores. There's another video I got of a woman, basically her fucking son is crying because he wants to marry his own mother. And you understand the dangers of this. This young little simp in the making is going to be ready to murder somebody for his mother. Because there's no father around to check that shit. He wants to marry his mom because she's a fucking whore, right? Getting fucked and having kids. And he wants to protect mama. Because you know mama gonna have a boyfriend. She gonna have some no good motherfucker in the house. Gonna end up talking crazy to her. And he gonna be ready to get a gun and kill her, stab her. When whores raise boys, they are deficient. They become killers, they become emotional. They don't have the mental fortitude to see things as they are. A man with the emotions of a woman is a killer. Because women would kill if they could, and they do. But if they could kill like men could, they would kill a lot of men. A lot of men would be dead off an argument, over a fucking who's going to take out the garbage. She would go in a fit of anger, pull out a gun and kill your ass. And there's probably been men that were murdered for less by their girlfriends, breaking up with them. She got to destroy your car, destroy your property. You understand? This motherfucking being is dangerous. We're not warning you about this for our health. She is literally dangerous, man. She is literally a danger to your life. That's why back in old times, they had brothels. Because they would keep all the whores isolated from society. And her bastard children would be isolated from society. Because they knew that these motherfuckers would be a problem. You understand? Anything that she birthed would be a problem. That's why back in the day, if a girl had a kid, and she had and the father wasn't around, the parents sent her ass out of state. And half the time, she might end up putting that kid up for adoption, or leaving that kid with an aunt or somebody down south. And that kid would literally grow up thinking that their mother was their cousin or their aunt, when it really was your mom. You understand? Because your mom was a young thought, and they had to get rid of you and give you to somebody older. And you might see your moms and think that's a family member when it's really your mom. That shit has happened. You know what I mean? Real shit. They would literally give you away. Now these chicks are raising hordes of these savages. And you wonder why we see what we see, man. You wonder why we see what we see. They only lay with killers. They only lay with the worst niggas. The only niggas that reproduce in the hood at a high rate are the killers and the worst kind of motherfuckers. The robbers, the killers, the dealers, the jailbirds, those are the niggas who have all the kids. You as a good brother, you might have a kid and she gonna make your life hell for it, trust me. Because you're not the man she wanted. She gonna make it where you can't even get to your kids. It's a sick situation, bro. It's a sick situation. And I need you brothers to be fucking mindful, just for your own safety. And when you get a chance to get the fuck out the hood. Because it's only a matter of time, man. You can only keep your head down so much. If you live in the heart of the beast, it's eventually gonna come at you, man. Whether you're gonna be walking down the street or on the bus or whatever the case may be, you're gonna see it. You understand? So I want you brothers to be safe, man. And take my words as motherfucking bond. If she threatens you, if she says she's gonna get somebody to fuck with you, believe that shit like you would believe it if somebody had a gun to your head. Don't take that shit light. Don't be like, yeah, whatever, and hold your post. And then she come back with motherfuckers ready to murk your ass. That's your fault. You should look at that shit like you got real beef. Because dudes look at a chick when he got beef with a female, she say, all right, you got a problem with it, it's like whatever. But you know, if she got soldiers, yeah, you got beef with men by proxy of her. Think about it. A chick can stand around and punch a dude in his face 100 times. This is the psychology of the simp. The minute you shove her, push her, or if even worse, beat her ass, watch every simp within 100 miles come out of the woodwork to jump on your ass. That's a female. That's a female. Even though she done beat your ass, cursed and scratched you up, spit on you, you shoved her to the ground, these niggas ready to kill you. I'm telling you, man, stay away. Be cautious. And take that shit serious, man. If you got your gun permit or your CCW or whatever, and you hear that shit, you better be walking around with that shit on the holster. Because if these niggas pop up on your ass, they gonna be coming for blood, bro. Because they queen ordered them to murder your ass. Just like Adolf Hitler would order his death armies to kill people. It's the same shit. I don't know what it is, what type of magical spell, but everything that comes from her womb is like under her command almost. You know what I'm saying? Unless you break that spell. If you don't break the spell, you're gonna be under her command. Lucky for some of you, you broke that spell. You got out from under that web early and you was able to let that magic wear off as you got older and you could see things for what they is. But all the motherfuckers that still live at home, still up under mama like a little boy, he will murder your ass for his mom. He will murder your ass for his girlfriend. He will murder your ass for his sister. Even though his sister's a fucking whore and a thot, causing problems. He will get your ass, she will get her brother to murder your ass. because she being unruly and a real man checked her. A stepfather will get his brains blown out, will get jumped, beat up for checking a bitch's unruly ass kids. You understand? There's even stories of biological fathers checking the mother for getting out of line, and the son or daughter kill this motherfucker. You understand? It's a psychological deficiency in the black community that you must avoid at all costs. If you're a thinking man, you have to get away from these environments because it's just a matter of time. You're waiting at the bus stop, somebody cut you off in traffic, it be one of these ratchet ass bitches who can't drive with a bunch of niggas in her car, bunch of killers. She cutting you off in traffic, you say something to her, all of a sudden these niggas ready to shoot your fucking car up. You understand? That's all I'm saying, man. Just be fucking mindful. It's a Thinking Man's Templar. I want to thank you, brothers, for your contributions to this Patreon. Last month was pretty busy, man, trying to keep up with all this coronavirus shit. But as a truck driver, we just extra busy. But now things are starting to kind of balance out a little bit. So now I got more time. I'm not as tired and exhausted. And I'm gonna definitely make up for it. I dropped a couple of classics at the end of the month, but I'm definitely gonna be dropping more exclusives for you gentlemen. I got the time, I got the material, and I'm just ready to dump it. So be ready, and thank you for your support again. I love you, man, sincerely. Shout out to all you men who went out and got your CDLs and going on to be successful and do what you got to do. I appreciate it. Everything I do is to keep you men aligned, because I wish somebody would have done it for me. You understand? So this is just like Big Bro kicking it to you. Just remember, man, this shit is real. You understand? The world ain't going to be the same, so that means you got to change as well. All right? Cover your six, brothers. Peace.